Now, even as the 14th Assembly elections in the state have ended, how many voters really knew they had an alternate option, such as 49O? Our reporter Cuckoo Alex finds out that there are other issues surrounding 49O that the Election Commission will have to look into the next time around.
You know your vote counts, but you also know that you don't want to vote for any of the candidates in the poll fray in your constituency. What do? To the rescue comes Section 49O. But when this young voter headed out to the polling booth, officials told him the 49O had been scrapped altogether.
I was really shocked, and then one of the guys over there went on to persuade me to cast for any of the minor parties so that it wouldn't anyway affect the results as such. I signed 49O, not willing to vote over there. I signed it, and then the presiding officer out there, he went on to sign too.
Is this a classic case of an official being less knowledgeable than the voter? Observers say that is quite unlikely. They also feel that the manner of exercising the option means your choice is not a secret anymore.
49O being a non-secretive vote is a very inhibiting factor, and already a case is pending before the Supreme Court on this issue. If the Constitutional Bench rules in favor of EVM, it will come into EVM in subsequent elections.
And then there are criticisms about how the 49O, even if exercised, only signals a certain public sentiment rather than a change in government. But both observers and concerned voters like Siddharth say 49O should be made an electronic voting machine option. In Chennai, Cuckoo Alex for NDTV Hindu.
Now, the list of grievances by voters has been endless. Today, some even got into an altercation with the polling officials, upset with the process and the rolls that did not feature their names at all. Police presence that was present in most regions did not satisfy those who came to the booths, even as they appeared with their ID cards and were assured by officers earlier on that they would be assured their franchise.
Husband need a wife. Husband gave a wife. You can vote. No, nothing. They are telling you are not having the risk.
We are staying in that place last 25 years.
Someone also didn't
last 30 years.
It hasn't been happening.
First time voting, and I just got to know that if your name is not in the voters list, you can't vote. So I'm really disappointed.
There are many first time voters over here who are really dejected, and I don't know what is the future of the country going to be.
ID card இருக்கு சார். நான் ஆபீஸ் போய்ட்டா ஸ்லிப் வாங்கல. இப்போ ID card எடுத்துட்டு வந்தா அலௌட் இல்லன்றாங்க. அப்ப எப்படி?
போட்டா மட்டும் மாறி இருக்குது. போட்டா மாற நாங்க என்ன பண்ண முடியும் சொல்லுங்க? அவங்க பண்ண தப்புக்கு நான் என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? அந்த எலெக்ஷன் கமிஷன் ஃபோன் பண்ணி கேட்டது கூட நீங்க போடலாம் அப்படின்றாங்க.
Election Commission has strictly announced that there will be a separate queue for the senior citizens. But as far as Alandur constituency is concerned, I feel that none of the booths are following this separate queue pattern.
என்னோட மனைவி பேரு அம்லம்மா பேருக்கு வந்து ஜென்ஸ் பேர் போட்டிருக்காங்க. கணவர் பேர் அனிஃபான்னு என்னது இதில் எப்படி அவங்க வேற ஆள் எப்படி ஓட்டு போடுவாங்க?
My uncle who just passed away 4 years back, the corporation themselves have issued us a death certificate. Still his name is there in the roll, whereas my mom, my brother, the other people who are alive and very much have their voter ID, their name isn't there.
Maybe I'll be gone in another 5 years, but there are younger generation that we need to think about, and I'm sure all of us must work towards improving the standard of integrity in the country.
Whoever it may be, whatever the political situation might be, the government must be free from, not only from the top, from the bottom.
Now, over 75% of the electorate came out to cast their votes today as Tamil Nadu saw a peaceful election. Our crime reporter Salim caught up with the ADGP in charge of the law and order in Tamil Nadu. Here's what he had to say.
We are now joined by Mr. K. Radhakrishnan, Additional Director General of Police, the man in charge of law and order in the state. Sir, after spending many sleepless nights, you should be a relieved lot.
Absolutely, true. The entire police force rose as one team, and they have pulled off a spectacular success. Elections were conducted in an absolutely peaceful and quiet manner. We are happy about it.
Any minor incidents, sir?
Yeah, some minor incidents have taken place here and there, but they are all very minor in nature, nothing major. But the atmosphere was absolutely peaceful and quiet all over the state.
You should be obviously shifting your focus on the day of counting now.
Yeah, now the next, our focus is to bring the EVMs to the counting centers and guard them carefully. And we have got adequate elaborate arrangements for that. we got security forces and also some forces from the Government of India. That is the CP Central Paramilitary Forces we have. And there's no problem. It's only some more time for us to organize.
Also, how many election-related cases have you registered, sir? How much cash seized by the state police?
We have seized about the surveillance teams and statics teams maintained by Tamil Nadu Police have seized about 38 crore rupees, and we have to find out who are the owners, etc. These monies, the amount is on deposit with the treasuries and the income tax department. That work will be done by the election officials, and about 6,300 cases were booked for violation of Model Code of Conduct. No major violence in Tamil Nadu during the pre-election period as well, except 2 incidents, one in Pollachi and one in Palani side, not major incidents anywhere in Tamil Nadu.
Have you received any complaints from any of the political parties in the state, sir?
To us in the headquarters, nothing, and I don't think any of our officers in the field also received, so we haven't got any input from our officers so far.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
You're watching the news tonight. Up ahead, when the stars shone down at the polling booths, not all was well. Find out why when we come back.